Know that our committee rules require that all witnesses at nomination hearings give their testimony under oath, so I'd ask you to stand and please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated. We would welcome an opening statement, if you'd like now, and the introduction of any family members or others that you have with you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon to you, ranking member Senator Collins, Senator Cox. I'm very pleased to be here. I'm pleased to be here with my family, supporting me as they have throughout my career, throughout my life. My wife, Joan Dodaro, is here, along with my oldest daughter, Sarah, and her husband, Jeremy, and my grandson, Bryce, who's made his presence known already.
He has. We may confirm his nomination for something.
He's actually one of the reasons I'm pursuing this job after a lengthy career and going forward because of the significance of the issues that all of you mentioned today. I also have my son, Benjamin, who's behind me here, my youngest daughter, Sarah, and her fiance, Chris Carley. I'd also like to recognize my parents. I know they're watching via the computer. My mother never had a computer until I became acting Comptroller General. Now she's an elder geek, so I know that she's watching very, very carefully. So they've all been very supportive to me. I appreciate the opportunity to be here today to discuss my nomination for the Comptroller General position. I want to thank the bipartisan, bicameral Congressional Commission for having trust and confidence in me and forwarding my name to the President, which included Senator Lieberman, you, and Senator Collins, so thank you. I also appreciate the trust and support entrusted to me by President Obama in nominating me for this position. I also would like to take this unique opportunity to thank the thousands of GAO people that have worked with me over the many years. And if it were not for their dedicated and talented support, I would not be here before you today. I have, as you mentioned, answered many questions and provided a lot of information for the record about my views on the GAO, the roles and responsibilities of the Comptroller General, and my vision for leading the organization. There's a few points, however, I'd like to emphasize this morning. First is I pledge to faithfully and diligently carry out the mission of the GAO to support the Congress in carrying out its constitutional responsibilities and to help improve the performance and accountability of the federal government for the benefit of the American people. As you mentioned in your opening comments, there are many domestic and international challenges confronting our country now that are important to the well-being of our citizens and the security and prosperity of our country. And GAO can help. We can help continue to provide an important source of independent, professional, fact-based, nonpartisan information to the Congress to help it make important policy choices and to exercise its oversight responsibilities to help make sure that taxpayer dollars are spent in the best interest of the country and that government performance operates effectively for the benefit of our citizens. GAO is a trusted advisor to the Congress, and my view would be that we need to continue and enhance that responsibility to tackle these difficult challenges going forward. Now, my vision for accomplishing this would be to build upon the solid foundation that we have in the GAO that we've established and to continue to enhance that and evolve the role to support the committees across the Congress as an institution. GAO serves every standing committee of the Congress and about 70% of the subcommittees. So it's very important for us to know what the most important national issues are, to engage in a continuing dialogue with members of Congress and their staffs to make sure that we're working collaboratively and identifying the most important issues for GAO to work on, and for us to have the talented and dedicated support of the people necessary to be able to do that. The first point I would make is that GAO is a full-service organization, and it will remain so going forward if I am confirmed as a Comptroller General, and it will continue to enhance its capabilities across the board. Now, within that broad context of supporting the institution of the Congress, I would like to see GAO place an even greater emphasis on identifying high-risk areas across the federal government and working collaboratively with the Congress, the agencies on the high-risk list, and OMB to resolve the problems. I would, if confirmed, want to, during my 15-year tenure, to see as many areas as possible removed off of that list. And if any new ones are added, that they're successfully tackled and addressed. I believe this can be done by elevating the attention to those high-risk areas within the agencies, setting good milestones and performance measures, and continued diligent oversight from the Congress. I know this committee has supported us in our high-risk efforts over time, and I think GAO can do more, while maintaining its independence, to apply additional specifics and encouragement and direction to the agencies to fix these very important problems. If we can fix these important problems, high-risk areas across the government, we can make a significant contribution to a more efficient and effective government, save billions of dollars, and improve services to the taxpayers. I also think GAO needs to remain an important voice advising the Congress on the financial condition of the country and its fiscal outlook, and to identify ways to improve government to make it more fiscally prudent and sustainable in the long run. This involves working with Congress and the agencies to reduce billions of dollars in improper payments, to identify areas of duplication and overlap that can be addressed, to try to identify additional ways to save money and to enhance revenues, and very importantly, to also continue our forensic audit activities to ferret out fraud, waste, and abuse in the federal government, and to try to successfully tackle that and eliminate it. In my view, Senators, addressing our long-range fiscal outlook in this country is going to involve shared sacrifices by many people. And those sacrifices will be more easily borne if they know government is running as efficiently and as effectively as possible, and they really would rely on GAO to continue to do that. Now, in order to carry out this vision, we need to continue to have a first-rate workforce in our organization. We have many highly skilled people. We have great capabilities, but we need to continue to enhance that to carry out our responsibilities in the future. And I would particularly try to add additional resources in technology, science, and engineering, because they are very important to solving many of our problems in this country going forward. I've been doing that all along, but we need to continue to enhance that as a result of the organization. Plus, we have a new union at GAO. I'm pleased that we've just reached our first tentative agreement on a collective bargaining agreement that will go to the bargaining unit for ratification and approval, and I hope that's completed and I can sign off on that by the end of the year. We have tremendous people at GAO. I'm committed to working with our union, our employee groups, and all the people in GAO to continue to maintain and enhance its status as one of the highest-ranked, best places to work in the federal government. We can make a great organization even better, working together. And I will do that, and it'll be a hallmark of our organization. It's of paramount importance that we have a high-performing, well-motivated workforce where everybody feels respected and treated fairly. And I'm committed to making sure that that happens. I'd also like to thank this committee for the support that they've given the GAO over the years, particularly your unwavering commitment to our high-risk areas and programs. That's been very important to us to be able to do that. I also want to thank you for reporting out Senate Bill 2991, which would enhance GAO's access authorities. It would provide a legislative remedy to address the Walker v. Cheney situation and give us additional access authorities, which we need in order to get the information, to do the analysis, to be able to provide to the Congress. By and large, we get great cooperation from the executive branch, but there are cases where we need those authorities bolstered by this legislation, and I would encourage you to continue to ensure that it be passed, hopefully this Congress. In closing, I would say I would welcome the opportunity, if confirmed, to lead the GAO during this important period in our country's history. I pledge to do it with a commitment to our core values of accountability, integrity, and reliability, and to work with my colleagues in GAO to make sure that we remain a strong, steadfast, nonpartisan watchdog for the taxpayers, trusted advisor to the Congress, and a leading force in bringing about a more effective and efficient government for the benefit of the all. I thank you very much for your time and attention today. Be happy to answer any questions, and thank you again for the opportunity to be here.